Hey, you see I'm missing VVS's, don't forget about me. You see I'm dripping VVS, they can't forget about me. You know I'm facing on a bitch.
What is good, people? It's your boy Tawan, aka the Kicks God.
My name is Ramon.
We are doing this duality thing. So we will be talking about something that was a huge debacle
In the sneaker world.
in the sneaker world. And around about November-ish of 2016. So why did I suggest or select that time? Because this sneaker here released at that time. This is the True Blue Air Jordan 3. It was a sneaker that was loved and hated, more hated than loved. So
Why? Why was it hated?
well, I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
I'm going to get into that. And so it first of all, this is a versus. It's a versus is a sneaker war, a sneaker head to head. And this is the 2016 release, not the 2012. I believe it's a 2012 that didn't have the Nike on the rear. It had the Jumpman. And now we have the Cement or Air Jordan 3 OG Cement, what they're calling it, with the Nike on the back, not the Jumpman. And we're going to talk about it. So this is the one just for date purpose that was released 12/13/2012. The production date was 9/12/2012. So you're probably asking, well, first of all, you might know where I'm going with this because of the debacle that was going on about the True Blue Air Jordan 3 and sneakerheads and so on and so forth were screaming about the quality of the materials. They were screaming about the price point of the True Blue Air Jordan 3. And that was pretty much it, but they were making a huge noise about it. Sneaker YouTubers and just people throughout the land, Brooklyn, Queens, wherever we were or we are, they were talking about it. And now I want to bring this subject to light and make a substantial claim that there isn't much difference in the quality of materials used between the Air Jordan OG 88 is what they call it this. That's the black, red, and cement or elephant print, whatever, and the True Blues. There was not much difference in quality. So I guess I'll dive right in. True Blues. Maybe we'll do a B-roll. You want to do a B-roll?
Yeah, we can do it. It's fine.
We'll do a B-roll. So I'm gonna start off with the leather. Actually, I'll try to get both of them at the same time. So you hold on to this one, and then what I'll do is
No, we'll do the B-roll after. Make life easy.
Okay. I wanted, well, for shits and giggles, just hold on to that.
Got you.
All right. So he has the True Blues. I have the Air Jordan OG 88s. Everybody wanted it. Everybody sought after it. People jumped at the thought of having an OG 88 Air Jordan 3. So what I want you to do is just give it a couple of squeezes on the toe box, on the side walls, the rear quarter panel, feel the leather go up and down across it. Just, try to get a feel for the textures that was used in the leather. And I'm doing the same. If you need to take the inside piece out, the shoe tree, be my guest. Squeeze on the tongue. So,
Okay.
you know, you got the tongue, you got the sides, everything. You know, just get a general feel for the materials. All right. Now, mind you, that came out in 2016. This came out in 2012. That's what, 4 years?
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna swap. Do the same with that. Materials, sidewalls, what have you.
Okay.
All right. Tongue, padding. All right. So you have a nice understanding between both sneakers.
Okay.
All right. So off the rip, what are your differences between that sneaker, which is this now he has the cement or the OG 88 and I have the True Blue. So what do you feel just by touching the material, what the difference is?
The materials, I don't think there's much of a difference. I don't feel the difference.
When you say materials, you mean so you're talking the outside, the walls, the toe box,
it's all the same.
Sidewalls, medial side, mid shoe, the midsole. I'm sorry, outsole. We're not really judging outsole, but we're going to judge just the midsole. Whatever. Basically the same as what you're saying.
Yeah.
Padding now.
I feel like that's more padded. It is?
It is.
Yeah,
it is more padded.
I could feel that was more padded inside.
So now, here's the first argument. There was too much padding in the shoe. I get it.
Wait, how the fuck is there? Because padding equals comfort. How is it too much comfort?
To some people. Now, you have people that like to wear a half size smaller because they want the smaller shoe, or people who maybe their size sells out. Maybe they wear a size 12.
Okay, so that now makes it difficult.
Right, they can get a size 11 and a half and get away with it. But if your shoe is more padded, then
it doesn't fit.
It doesn't. It fits tighter. It fits tighter. However, I'm comfortable with the extra padding. I feel like it's comfortable. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's one difference between the two sneakers.
Okay.
All right. So now, hold on.
Okay.
Just take a look at it. So what you're looking for now is detail. You're looking at the leather, the tumbled leather.
Okay.
All right. You're looking at the dimples in this portion here, and the perforations. You're looking at the tongue perforations. You're looking at the jump man. Okay. The eyelets with the color of the cement portion here, or the elephant print.
Okay.
We're gonna give it a few seconds just to look at it. Look at that one. I'm gonna look at this one. And
well, I think it's best if I do this one side by side.
Okay, we'll let you do that. So he's looking at the sneakers side by side, and he's getting just a gathering and understanding of materials and so on and so forth. And mind you, the point that I'm making is the details are noticeable, but not that much different. So I give this man a few minutes and now look inside the footbed as well. You will see Nike Air.
Yeah.
On both footbeds, that's the insole or the insert. Turn the sneaker over. Notice the differences. Notice the differences. And we will talk about that when he gives me the sneakers. We'll talk about that as well. And I want to now also look at the grays. Now here's where the people had difficulty with the grays that were used.
Got you. I see it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now I'll look. Start with the outsole first. Immediately, I noticed the grays are different. I noticed that a very distinct difference between the two sneakers. Whatever. Moving on up. The air is slightly different. It seems like it's more detailed in the in this sneaker than it is in this one. However, we're not looking for huge differences. What we're looking for is based on quality. I mean,
the Air at the back,
right? The Nike Air
can't be a quality because it's a different design.
Right.
One pops out. One's more embossed, if you will. The other is just there.
Right. So
I can't say which is better. It's just different.
Right. So immediately the differences would be
on the black
black or the cement or the OG 11s.
Okay.
I'm sorry, OG 3s. They're both
and I think it's embossed is the word.
No. What's the other? It's not embossed, but basically they're both raised.
Yes, they're both raised. Yes.
So on the surface of the OG 88s, the surface is colored black, not the entire raised portion. However, on the True Blues, the entire portion is blue. Yeah. All right. And I personally feel like I would want to go with the True Blue to all be raised instead of just the to all be blue instead of the OG, because that black can chip off.
It'll wear off and it won't look right.
Right. So you'll be sending this back to get the sneaker touched up by your local touch up sneaker guy, whatever.
But I think the detail of the black is more raised is dope.
Right.
But you can't say it's just a matter of choice. You know what I mean?
It's a matter of choice. So now we're going to the upper portion and that tumbled look. So what differences did you see
in the tumble look?
So let's go. We're gonna go with what they call a lateral side, which is the outside.
Okay.
All right.
The black has a
more tumbled effect.
More tumbled, slightly more detailed tumble. Right. A more detailed pattern or texture.
Okay, and I agree with that.
But it feels the same, which is weird.
We're gonna talk about that too. Okay. We're gonna talk about that. So off the rip, the 88, we're going to call them the 88 OGs. The tongue is tumbled, as opposed to the True Blues. They're not tumbled.
Yeah, it's just a regular leather.
It's a flat leather. The perforations on the tongue.
But wait, however, by the laces, the OGs got the perforated leather, but the True Blue has the elephant. It's got the cement. I quite prefer the cement.
And exactly.
If you're gonna give me cement,
you might as well just give me. You're right. Give it to me in all of it.
So you get a little more cement there.
Right. Now it is a design difference.
Not a quality difference.
Right.
Yes.
So now you got the perforations in around the collar and the tongue area.
I noticed a difference there.
The perforations seem deeper and wider on the OGs. And the True Blues, they're still perforated, but it's not as distinct as these. All right. Again, you're talking design differences, not quality differences. All right. There's a difference. So now we got the bottom.
Yeah.
So the True Blues feature Nike on the bottom.
Yeah.
True, I would say, to OG.
Okay.
Whereas these say Jordan.
Right.
Now I cannot remember, if I'm not mistaken, the OG, the original Air Jordan 3s that released then did not say Jordan on the bottom. It said Nike on the bottom. All right. See if you can pull that up real quick, real quick. The what is it then? 1988 Air Jordan 3 original release. Soul.
They had Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Did it now? Now, you're sure this isn't the 88 version? I'm sorry,
The 88 version had Jordan.
this is the 2012, I mean.
Nah.
So this is the OG original release Air Jordan 3.
Yep.
Okay, so I stand corrected. They put the Nike on the True Blue, whereas the Air Jordan OG.
No. Sorry, it had Nike.
Okay. So I was correct.
It had Nike because I see a signed pair here. Yeah.
All right. So I was correct. The original Air Jordan 3 that was released in 1988 did not feature Jordan on the sole, on the outsole. It featured Nike. So now we're going to talk about, I'm gonna put these down. I think we went through the entire silhouette for the most part. Everything is pretty much is what it is. Quality.
Actually, the difference in the cement I noticed too.
Yeah, it's a subtle. One is darker.
One is darker. Yeah.
The True Blues are lighter than
and the color, not the quality. The color.
Right. So we're going to talk about price point now.
Okay.
So the True Blue Air Jordans were retailed for $220. A lot of people beefed about that. They were like, yo, that's too fucking much for Nike Air to be pasted on the fucking sneaker. And pardon me, because this is where my rant starts. All right? Everybody listen, you guys know because you guys said it. All you guys on YouTube was talking about the quality of the Air Jordan True Blues not being up to par. Now, I say this again. Quality, I agree with that. Right. Quality versus
difference in design.
Differences in design. A design difference, all right, is what we're talking about here. The True Blues were never meant to look like the OG 88s. It's two different designs. One has more elephant print than the other. Even then, when they originally released, the design difference was noticeable, but the quality of the materials was the same.
I can see it, and it clearly is. So even if they're saying, all right, so the True Blue is less quality,
right,
because it doesn't have the tumble leather on the
tongue.
Well, then you can come back and say, well, the OG 88 is less quality because it doesn't have the cement over here by the laces.
Right.
So that brings you back to it's just design. It's differences.
Right. And now originally the OG 88s didn't come with the cement on the side.
Right.
Or the elephant print on the side. So, but the point that I'm making is, I mean, I want to say maybe you're talking semantics. You're not even talking apples and oranges. You're talking the same but subtle differences.
Yeah.
All right. So now you have the color, the use of grays on the outsole. The gray on the OG 88 is lighter than the gray on the True Blue. Again, we're talking a design difference. It's not a quality issue. All right. And I feel like when people get in front of their cameras, their Sonys, their Canons, whatever, and they start spewing differences that are semantics, we're not talking semantics. The question is the quality the same? Virtually the same? Yes, I can say yes. Now we're talking price point. I started with the True Blues. The True Blues are $220.
Yeah.
Okay, one can say, oh, they're Jordans. When these originally came out, they were what, 120, 100, whatever. All right, inflation. People make more at this time than they did then. All right, it is what it is. You spend more. If you want something, you spend a little bit more. I'm not going after the whole big baller idea. I think the sneakers are shit. But at the end of the day, people like what they like. They pay for what they pay for. If you don't like it, you don't pay for it. I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with that. If you don't have the money to pay for it, listen, then you don't. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
However, the price for the OG 88s, $200. $200. You're talking a $20 difference between the OG 88 in 4 years. The OG 88s versus the True Blues that released in 2016.
I don't find that to be a crazy.
Come on, man. Come on. Really?
Give me an example in the ones. How much was the ones 4 years ago?
The ones 4 years ago were maybe 140, 150.
Now they're 2 out the gate.
No. They're 160.
Okay.
They're 160.
So the same thing.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
All right.
Because I paid 2, but I got them in a raffle.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay. Right. So, I mean, and quite honestly, now here's where the plot thickens. So since you brought up the ones never featured tumbled leather in the beginning when they were first released. There was no tumbled leather on the back heel counter, the collar, the Nike swoosh, the toe box, or the medial side Nike check. There was no tumbled leather. However, people saw the tumbled leather on the ones and went crazy. Yo, that's the shit. The tumbled leather looks crazy, whatever.
Was it the first ones, the orange, the backboards?
The shattered backboards.
Shattered backboards was the first time we saw that.
Then the bread ones.
Okay.
Then
because the Tiffany's didn't even have.
Well, those were dunks.
The Tiffany's were dunks?
The Tiffany's are dunks.
Oh.
All right. So then the reverse shattered backboards.
I want those.
Then these. So there were a few different ones that came with this tumbled leather, but originally the Air Jordans never featured, the Air Jordan 1s never featured tumbled leather on the sneaker. The Air Jordan 1s was always a smooth, flat leather. So is that an issue with quality? Is that an issue with design? Because obviously you guys favor the design of this sneaker more so than you favor the design of the original smooth leather sneakers. I think this is the nice design. Again, it's technically, you can call this a retro. You can't really call this an OG because this has tumbled leather.
Yeah.
Give me the smooth leather if that's the case. So that, to my point, and I guess I'm not quite sure the time, how long we running here, but to wrap this up, or some kind of surmise, don't make mountains out of molehills. All right. I feel like now if you want to talk about Air Jordan mass producing the shit out of the sneaker, okay, we can talk about that.
Because I've definitely seen blemishes on both.
Right.
Imperfections on both.
Of course.
So I can't say that, as time goes by, the production has gotten worse. I mean, it was Jordan. There's always imperfections on every last one of them out the gate.
From OG, original releases.
There's glue places it ain't supposed to be.
Right. We get on YouTube and we're talking about imperfections in Jordans. Listen, if you have an issue with imperfections in Jordans, buy Gucci's.
And
buy Louis.
Even those.
Right. Buy a $900 sneaker so you can say, yo, I spent $900 for this fucking sneaker. Why is there glue stains all over it? Yeah. But if you're buying $220 sneaker, $200 sneaker, $190 sneaker, $160 sneaker, please don't get on YouTube talking about glue stains. Like, I think you're bugging over that. Yeah. So, and again, it's me ranting. I'm not pointing fingers at any particular person or persons. In a way, I'm only pointing fingers to say, listen, you talked about a sneaker and you downplayed a sneaker that I felt like wasn't that big of a deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the differences are medial. They're minuscule. So, I mean, color changes. All right, whatever. Again, the leather texture is the same. People said that, the leather on the Air Jordan 3 was too hard. It was hard. But my guy, you obviously didn't buy the Air Jordan 88 and made that assumption that the leather was different on the True Blues than it was on the OGs. That's not true. I had the original, back when they released. I was in junior high school. Obviously, I'm older now. You see the gray in my chin. In junior high school, I had the OG 3s, the True Blues, the leather. I mean, I had one pair of fucking sneakers for half the school year, but at the end of the day, the leather was peeling. It was peeling. The leather was peeling off the side of the sneaker, the toe of the sneaker, the leather was peeling. Come on. Let's not talk about quality control unless you know the sneaker. I've been there. I was there back then. I was around for the Air Jordan 1. I was around for most sneakers that most of you were not alive to see. So when we talk about sneakers, let's be 100. Let's keep it 100. If you don't like the sneaker, just say you don't like the sneaker, but don't try and make a point about not liking the sneaker, saying the quality is poor or piss poor when you have nothing to base your argument on. I can base my argument on an OG pair. I don't have to get an OG pair now that's totally destroyed and make an argument because I saw the OG pair when they OG released. With that being said, it's your boy Kicks God. This is Ramon. You can say your name. That's Ramon. You know what it is. Yo, I'm tired. Yo, this is the rant beat. This is the rant. This is where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Kicks God. Follow me on Instagram. Again, shout out to all those YouTubers. I'm not knocking you.
Just do
just do your due diligence. If you have not seen an OG sneaker, stop talking about OG sneakers. Stop talking about the quality of OG sneakers. I'm not naming names. I ain't got to name names. You can go to YouTube and look at what they're saying. So, but it's the Kicks God. I'm out of here. Peace.
Well, I guess. And the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just